So obviously the Google's algorithms have evolved dramatically over the years, and actually in recent times that evolution has accelerated exponentially. So yeah, like 10, 15 years ago, you could literally insert relevant keywords in your page title and you would have a leg up on your competition if they hadn't done so. Then after that, Google became a little bit wiser to the fact that SEOs were trying to essentially game the search engines. So SEO sprung up as an industry. People became aware of how Google's algorithm was working and essentially tried to reverse engineer it. So they started the practice of link building, which is also very basic, initially, and you could very easily go and buy links, and that would count towards your rankings. So Google became wise to that, and that's one of the first things they started to clamp down on was the kind of sentiment assigned and the weighting assigned to paid links. Having a big budget or being a big brand helps in some respects, but in others it can become a bit of a hindrance because you don't have the agility that you actually need to execute an effective SEO strategy. So content is one of the cornerstones of good SEO. Big brands do have content available to them, but often that content is not structured in a way that's conducive to positive user experience or is likely to promote sharing. Or the process required to unlock that content is so bureaucratic and so labor intensive that you'd almost be better off not having content at all. So I think there's a nice balance between being, having budget available to produce content, having budget available to obviously, have sufficient resources to actually execute your strategies, but not being a big lumbering behemoth. I think that's a big challenge for a lot of companies, is that they have these intentions, they want to execute an agile SEO strategy, and it just isn't feasible because they either have they have decentralized systems and platforms that, say for instance, someone executing a strategy from Cape Town or somewhere else in South Africa wouldn't actually be able to work on in the way they would like to, or they have really exhaustive, intricate kind of sign-off processes that mean that tactics take months to actually take effect. A lot of SEO is about problem solving. So you have to be able to think creatively. You need to have a solid kind of technical understanding. Having some kind of development or coding background is a big plus. In terms of being able to actually find the root of an issue, or to understand the site architecture and what might be hindering your performance. You need to be analytical. You need to be able to do a deep dive and analyze your campaigns and determine where room for improvement might lie. But I would say more than anything else, as a general kind of attribute, I would say it's actually creativity. That a lot of what you do is problem solving, and you will struggle to solve those problems if you don't have a creative mindset and you aren't able to think laterally.